we know that the product of a positive number x times, excuse me, the number that is 8 more than x, so x plus 8 is supposed to be equal to 180. Because you may need to know how to work through quadratic factoring, or in this case, the solutions. I'm probably not going to want to use the quadratic formula here. It's just not as efficient. But on the left-hand side, we'll distribute. We'll get x squared plus 8x is equal to 180. Then you have to remember, you always need to set quadratics equal to 0 in order to solve, so we will subtract 180 from both sides, and we've got x squared plus 8x minus 180 is equal to 0. So now we've got a factor. And we should know that the first term has to be x and x in each binomial, these little parenthetical pairs, because x times x, of course, is going to be x squared. Then we want to consider the operand, the plus or minus, before the constant, meaning the number that does not have an x next to it. So because it's negative in front of that 180, we have to have a plus and a minus. That's the only way you can get a product that's negative, is multiplying some number that's positive times some number that's negative. And I've got to think about the factors, the integer factors of negative 180 that will add up to 8 but multiply to negative 180. And of course, it's going to be positive 18 times negative 10, because if we redistributed this using the old FOIL acronym, well, the first is going to be x squared, the outside is going to be negative 10x, the inside is going to be positive 18x, and the last is going to be negative 180, which would recomprise to x squared plus 8x when we add 18x to negative 10x to combine the like terms, minus 180. So our positive value, because x could be equal to either negative 18 or it could be positive 10. And they said it's a positive number at the outset, so it's got to be the 10 solution. You could see how we could potentially do this solving by factoring, but honestly, on the exam, even if I were in a higher level difficulty second math module, I'm probably inclined to just use the Desmos, because we saw we could have done that a while ago. But this is more so just so you understand the underpinning logic.